Bonjour à toutes et à tous, soyez le bienvenu. Bienvenue à ma chaîne YouTube pour Jenkins Languages. Aujourd'hui, un peu de personnalité. Welcome to the video I'm doing here talking about personality for Year 7 French and starting to develop the use of adjectives. I'm just going to talk through a PowerPoint I've got here to help people and give people ideas as well if you're watching this as a teacher. So, I've got a list of the key adjectives I'll be using. And a starter activity to work on this is looking at the English and then filling in the missing letters for the French. So adorable, créatif, fidèle, etc. What I'd be particularly highlighting here is the use of cognates, so words sounding similar in both the English and the French. Adorable, créatif. Obviously paying attention to the pronunciation being different in the French. After that, you can do a match-up, so you've got different pictures matching up to different adjectives. So for example, for 6, amusant, telling the joke, being funny, etc. Particularly if you want to start putting this into a sentence, we can start looking at the present tense of the verb to be, être, and you've got je suis, I am, tu es, you are. And what you could do to extend that further, je suis quelqu'un de. So, I am someone who is. So, je suis quelqu'un de bavard, I'm someone who's chatty. Looking at the adjectives describing personality in French, if you look at this table, you can see some subtle differences. So, amusant in the masculine, amusante in the feminine. Créatif in the masculine, créative in the feminine. Travailleur in the masculine, travailleuse, in the feminine. So this is where your adjectives in French are changing and are being modified depending on whether it is boy, a girl, a man or a woman talking. They generally fall into patterns. Some of them will add an E on the end, like here. Ones that end in IF will go to IVE, sportif, sporty, sportive. And ones that end in EUX or EUR will go to the EUSE ending, travailleur, travailleuse. Sociable, timide and adorable both stay the same whether you're a boy or a girl. Just to put this into practice and to test understanding, Pauline is a girl, Julien is a boy, and look at these sentences, you can work out whether it's Pauline or Julien speaking. For example, je suis créatif, the ending is that IF ending that we just saw here for masculine. So it's going to be Julien. Finally, to extend it even further, if we're starting to talk about describing not only ourselves, but also other people, you've got il est, he is, and elle est, she is. So, for example, je suis amusant, I'm funny, but if you're talking about somebody else, il est amusant. He's funny. Elle est amusante, E on the end, she's funny. Particularly useful if you're then going to start introducing family members, because then you can also describe them as well. A few examples there. Remember, je suis quelqu'un d'amusant, I'm someone who is funny. That D apostrophe is what's happened when this DE here has then met the vowel at the start of this sentence. Finally, if you're then starting to describe yourself, you could use this sentence structure here and start writing sentences as well. Particularly at the end of a lesson, you can start producing your own sentences. So if I want to say I'm someone who's very generous, je suis quelqu'un de très généreux. I'm someone who's quite hardworking. Je suis quelqu'un d'assez, D apostrophe A, d'assez travailleur. And for example, if we're then describing Stuart Broad, il est, because it's he, il est quelqu'un de très sportif. Very sporty. Super. Okay, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Hopefully if you're watching that, and particularly doing work from home, that is helpful. If you're watching it as a teacher, hopefully that gives you a few ideas as well. Merci beaucoup à toutes et à tous, et à tout à l'heure.